This conference is for people who are involved in a program of education. A number of countries who are involved in a number of education, the activists, and some additional African countries, bringing together activists of different types from the trade union movement primarily, and then from our social partners, from employers, from governments, in which we are reflecting on these issues. What we expect is that what we learn here makes us better Africans, to understand better the challenges that we face, and that therefore when we go back, it helps impact on our work in a variety of ways and in how we respond to African issues. And the truth is that today our countries are governed separately as so-called sovereign independent nations who voluntarily are trying to get together. But we still have those borders that keep us separate and those jurisdictions that people are governing. So if something is happening in Burundi or in any country where we think the leaders are not responding to the populations, what we can do, one, is in our own jurisdictions express our protests. And we know that in the world today, in fact, it has always been the case that often when people do things that others complain about, they can respond to it in different ways. If you are doing something and others see it and they say, "What are you doing?" Even if you thought it was right, you may think about it. So Burundi is part of the East African Community, it's part of the African Union. And those organizations, I think, hopefully have been taking positions and trying to urge the leadership in Burundi to act in a certain way. The more other citizens in the rest of the continent respond and react to the situation there, the more pressure is put on the actors locally who are decisive in determining how things go. So we don't have a situation in which you can decide to travel from here. I mean, even Rwanda, which is close to Burundi, you cannot mobilize people from here to go to Burundi to insist that the leadership do what is right. All you can do is to express yourself openly here and hope that the structures that we have on this continent can put pressure on those leaders to do what is right by their people. So I think part of this conference is a whole question about educating ourselves, because what we have said is that this is a conference for reflection on a range of themes.